laggy. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. What is it? May 31st, 2024. Just got out of a meeting, so I ran up here to the studio to be able to do the show. Trying to see which camera I'm even looking at. And the chat is lagging. StreamYard, what is going on? This is like Flop City over here. I don't know what's going on with these guys. Oh, wait, everyone. How are y'all? Well, people come into the show. Let me see. All right, people are coming to the show. What is up, everyone? Waking? I'm pretty awake. Turn that shit up. You can't hear me? This audio stuff is fucking... Sorry, Mom. Can you guys hear? What up, Paige? Hello, J Grow for show. No volume. Hold on. You guys can't hear me? Let me see volume. Audio. What? Hello. Is it... Hello? Is that better? Mic volume. I'm pulling up my... Hello. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me on this? Yeah, you can. Yeah? What's up, Chad? All right, it should be good. Oh, man. I just, got out of a meeting, so I was just I'm trying to get situated here. What's up? Who else is in the house? Chris Volp. Hello, sir. Johannes. Paige Lauren Reed. I can hear you, too. As people are coming in, I got an hour today. I got to go back to meetings. These are really good meetings. So it's good. I got some book recommendations for you guys. What is up, Jason? What's up, Amit? I will answer as many of your questions as I can. Happy Friday. Oh, it's nice outside. Let's see. Do we got a cam? Got a cam change? The left cam? No, it's this cam. That cam. All right, we got some cam changes happening. Merrick, good to see you. Amber Luthra, what is up? It's always interesting in these as people get warmed up. This is our monthly free office hour. So I do answer your questions, talk about business, talk about marketing, talk about maybe $1 Million Weekend. I got some other books I've been reading that I love and I got to recommend to y'all. And answer whatever questions you guys have in your mind. Let's just jump right in. Tell me how your week was. Melissa Garcia Ortiz, what's up? Good to see you. My Indian people, Spanish people, American people, worldwide people. I just met with this guy yesterday. His book was super famous. I think it was pretty popular. I think a lot of people liked it. It's a great book. Wow, the screen looks good. Die with Zero, Bill Perkins. Highly recommend his book. I interviewed him. The video's coming out on the channel pretty soon. I think you're going to love this guy. He's so fascinating. And then I reread this book this week, which is just, the first half of the book is just banger. It's Mastering the Rockefeller Habits. The second half of the book sucks. But the first half of the book about how to run a company. So if you have a business, if you have a little bit of customers, if you have a little bit of money, I thought this was just such a good book about organizational pace and leadership. All right. That's all I got for you today. Let's go into your questions. And I think you guys have all read $1 Million Weekend. Is anyone here not gotten the book? I haven't read $1 Million Weekend in like a week or two. I need to reread it. All right. Let's go into your questions. South Africa. What's up, my people? Anyone here watching UFC this weekend? A giveaway. Yeah, we have a crazy giveaway going on in AppSumo. Let me just call this out. I am not eligible to win, but we're giving away a Cybertruck. For reals. So you guys are eligible to enter appsumo.com/sumo day. Is there an audiobook for $1 Million Weekend? Yes. If you go to Audible, let me post a link for you. Oh, you're doing fishing? Louis, I wish I was with you, man. Me and my wife come fish, have some cervezas. That sounds so damn good, man. I hope you're having a great time. Hope you catch a ton of fish. I'll post the link to the audiobook of $1 Million Weekend if you haven't gotten it yet. Dude, Lafayette rooting for Poirier. Poirier, I want him to win. He's just not going to win. Like Khabib and Islam, they just got that ground and pound game that's strong for the UFC people out there. All right, let me go into your questions. What is going on? When will there be an in-person meetup? I don't know. I'm having a kid next month, so I don't know if I'll do a meetup. I've thought about doing like a $1 Million Weekend class. I took a baby class like 2 weeks ago. I was like, man, classes are cool. And I was like, that could be fun. I would like to do that. It's not about making money. I don't need to sell you a master course or any of that kind of stuff. I just thought it'd be interesting. So it's something I'm considering for the second half of the year, but no in-person workshops right now. Thank you, William. So your mom's house B, complete $1 Million Weekend, great, and you're still struggling to find ideas. Let me know what ideas you found. And if you're a software engineer, the best things that you can do are build things for people who will pay you. So, for instance, go to someone who has money and ask them how they do their work. Ask them how they make their money. Ask them how they spend their time. And what you'll notice is that you can actually get them to pay you to create something to either make them more money or save them time. And that's what I did with a guy named Mason recently. We were doing a lot of manual work for our affiliates at AppSumo, and we're doing a lot of manual work for our deals at AppSumo. And I was like, can I pay you to then automate it? He was like, yeah. And then he's automating, and it's saving us a ton of money and a ton of time. So come back with the ideas that you had yourself. There's 6 ways in $1 Million Weekend to come up with 10 ideas. And then go find someone who's got even a little bit of money. And then let's see how you can make even more of it or save them some time. Can I advise you on starting a digital product business? Yes, I wrote the book on it. I mean, that's what we've done with AppSumo, and that's kind of what I've been doing for 20 years. Sahil, what's up, my man? Dude, Manny and Barb, you've gotten 24,000 thanks to the book. Send me an email, Noah@$1 Million Weekend. I'd love to hear more of your success story, or if you want to post it here and then email it to me, I'd love to hear that. Paulo, what's up, my man? I want to start a company, but I'm stuck on what idea to pursue. How do you generate ideas to pursue, validate that has a potential to be scaled into a company? So delete the word scaled, because that's already stopping you from starting. Now, there's 2 things that you can do today. So most times when people are stuck on ideas, they aren't really opening their eyes yet, which you're going to every single problem you have in your day and how every single problem is a business opportunity. Let me even just give you an example from my morning. I need to get a handyman to help me build stuff in the baby room. Man, that's really hard. Business opportunity. I actually found someone, which was hard to do, to stretch me. Literally like stretch me. So I found someone through a friend of a friend to come over to my house and stretch me. Business opportunity. Now, what I want you to do is literally have a piece of paper and write down all of these opportunities that are happening today. And I want you to have 10. Do 10 today. And I think you'll be surprised that you can do 10. Now, the second business that everyone can do to get business is about practice. Practice. And it's a skill that you will develop. But go sell one thing online. Sell a book on Facebook Marketplace. Sell a water bottle. Sell a pen. Sell anything from your house on your local marketplace, Craigslist, Facebook, Etsy, Mercado Libre, wherever you are, and use it as a practice of selling, a practice of writing, a practice of trying to exchange things with another person. And those are 2 things you have now. You have the knowledge, but now what you have to do is put the action, and that's on you. So this is awesome, man. This is the jam that I'm looking for. I'm trying to do the chat thing. It's just hard. the thing with $1 Million Weekend, and literally I was with this guy yesterday. He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars, which was insane. The reality is that you start it in a weekend and you get your money with weekends. I'll say it again because I love you guys. You start it in a weekend and you get your money in weekends. And you don't get the $1 Million weekend one. It's possible and someone will do it. But you get it because over time and time and time and time, you keep learning, you keep improving, you keep learning, you keep improving, you keep helping people. And over time, your knowledge keeps compounding, the success keeps compounding, and the results keep compounding. I started AppSumo in a weekend, and I made $1 million a year. I think it was after year 7, year 6, and that's $1 million cash. That's not a YouTube title. Hey, my man Dieter. But I love this, Vic. What you're doing is great. You can keep consulting. Think about 37 Signals. He just bought a $30 million Malibu house. They were consultants. They did agency development work, built Basecamp, and that's the thing that got them rich. But they're in the arena. And what I'm noticing from people is that they're on the sidelines complaining they have no ideas. You can be a millionaire in anything. An author, plumber, YouTuber, home videographer, water cap maker. You can be a millionaire in so many ways, but you have to do the work. No work, no money. No money, no honey. That's what, that's what my wife tells me. No money, no honey. She doesn't say that. When do you decide it's time to quit? After 48 hours. 48 hours. $1 Million Weekend. 3 customers, 48 hours. If it's hard within 48 hours, it doesn't get easier. It gets harder. So the point is to validate what people want so that as you continue, it gets easier. And you find something people really want. And a lot of times when you're asking the question, hey, do you think I should quit? Yes. When you ask that question, you should quit. Hey, Google, set upstairs temperature to 72. The book literally, it literally tells you step by step how to get confidence. All of this business stuff, I realize, we all have some special ability. We all have a unique ability. You do. I do. And it's about the confidence to face the fear of rejection, to face the fear of embarrassment, face the fear of what others think, and keep going. That's the only difference between you and success. All right, what happened to Gambit? It was called getgambit.com. We were doing, I think, $20 million our first year. It was crazy. Facebook banned us. You can Google it. And OfferPal sued us. You can Google it. And I got to a point where I didn't like my partners. I didn't like the business I was in. And so after Facebook banned us, our profit went from $15,000 a day profit to $1,500. And I literally gave the business to my partners. I walked away and I went and I consulted for Speed Date. But I think that's the thing in life. Like, what are you giving up to get what you really want? Like my 2 themes in life lately, what I've been really embracing, I'll tell you. Thanks for asking. Number 1, is it fun? Is it fun? Papa No with the dad jokes. I'm glad you love the book. I love you back. Is it fun? That's it. Are you working on something? You care about the problem. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but it means you care about the problem. And number 2, how are you freeing up your time to just do the thing that you really want to focus on? Like, that's something I even noticed in AppSumo lately, which is we're doing so many things that are not part of the priority, and then everything kind of gets looped under the priority. Interesting. That's what happened to Gambit. If you want to start an online business, we already went over a bunch of ideas. Here's a free one. I talked about it, I think, last office hours. We do these the last Friday of every month. Make websites for authors. I think that's $1 million business. Make it even free, and you could do it on commission. I just think about my own problems. There's so many of my own problems. Like finding a handyman has been a problem. Finding nannies has been a problem. Finding reliable food, home-cooked food delivered, problem. Finding software deals was a problem, and that was something I got excited to solve, and I'm still solving it 15 years later. Making content on certain topics. Maybe it's plants. Maybe it's home studio setups. Maybe it's books. Problems. There are so many ideas and ways to be a millionaire and beyond, or just to live a millionaire life doing what you want. That's the point. Where can you learn about my speed date experience? I worked at speeddate.com. The site never got anyone a date, but they paid me $5,000 to do their product, and it gave me the space to work on my side hustles, which is what led me to AppSumo. Manny and Barb, you guys rock. You know, this is... I was talking with Sam Parr. If you guys don't know Sam Parr is a legend, and I love this guy. And one of the things he does really well is when he's starting a business, he gets on the phone. And I know we all want to get like rich, doing nothing, talking to no one. But what I've noticed with success more and more lately about myself and others is there's really this like momentum. And if you can get the train and the ball rolling downhill, finding something people want, getting on calls really early, it makes it easier for that momentum to continue and to accelerate. But what we're doing is we're kind of saying, I'd love to just start some type of website, some type of AI software, some type of thing. I talk to no one, I do nothing, and I just get the money. And what I believe in life is that there's a direct reward related to some of the effort that you're willing to put in. You put in a lot of effort, you're probably going to get a better reward. Ideally, yes, you do smart things and you do good actions, but how much effort are you really putting in versus how much time are you consuming content? How much time are you watching a show? Those are all times that you could just commit 1 hour to your future today. Barb, I like you guys. Send me more of your details. Yeah, so AppSumo is alternative software. Pay once, get it forever. So you're not paying ClickFunnels or these other software pay companies like $50 or $100 a month. And you're supporting up-and-coming creators. So when people are saying, hey, I've been doing YouTube shorts since March 21st, but I'm not getting any attention. I need review and guidance. Can you help me? Let's go look up Learn with Maddie. I will tell you what the problem is, and I almost can bet every single time. Is this it? I don't see the videos. The problem every single time is they're making content no one wants to watch. Hold on, where's your shorts? It's all short stuff. So, Maddie, this is good. All right, I don't know if this is you. Is this you? Oh, yeah, this is you. All right, let me see if I can share screen. So I will help you. Oh, I have to reset the... All right, I might have to reset this and then come right back. Let me see. I'll be right back. So let's go look at Maddie's site. What up? So let's look at her site. This is Learn with Maddie. Now, two things. One, go use lawof100.com. I don't know if you can see it on screen here, but lawof100.com. I'm just going to share this one. It's just a thing to do a thing 100 times. So Maddie, you're always doing a great job that you've stuck with it since March 21. So give yourself credit. I think we're way too hard on ourselves. So great on sticking with something. For anyone else that wants to have consistency and build habits, do it 100 times. Use lawof100.com. It's totally free. Now, let's go to the second thing. So you're doing these videos. Oh, my God. All right, so you got these videos. Now, I think you can see my screen here. Okay. Let me see. Share with Maddie. Okay. So let's just look at her videos. And she's not doing these long form ones. She's doing shorts. I have found that I've actually stopped doing shorts completely. Why? Because the quality of the audience who is there is not interested in you. They're interested in being entertained in that very brief moment. So I've actually kind of almost stopped. actually all shorts. It's good for awareness, but unless you're trying to build some brand, I don't think it builds a relationship with the audience. The number 2 thing I'd recommend, these are your latest. So here's what's really interesting. If you look at your content, and this is the whole thing with content, and I talk about it in $1 Million Weekend. You do content circles. So start small and then you expand in languages. Your content is kind of all over the place, right? What is Maddie known for? And here's the easiest thing to do. Look at your popular content. Choosing to make Monday my favorite day. I love working on projects on a Sunday. It's all over the place. And so what I'd recommend is pick one thing. Learning one language. Living in London. Moving to a country. I don't care. But this is great. I love that you're sticking with it. You're an author. You've done all these books. This is super cool. Good for you. I do really like it. Pick one thing to do over and over and over. Look at Mr. Beast. He's too much of an extreme example. I like this channel. Let me just show you this channel. They're not that popular, but I think it's so good. Oh, that's a different channel? What's your channel? I don't know what your channel is. Anyways, let me show you this channel because I think this is good advice for everyone. Go look at what people like of what you're doing and do more of that. And like this person's channel, they don't have a ton of subs, like almost 100,000. It's actually a lot, never mind. And it's just like 3-minute videos of how to cook good stuff. And the videos are so banging. Like in this person, I promise they stick with it. I can see them doing exceptionally well. In my book, I talk about pre-influencer marketing. This is a great one that like you could connect if you have food, if you have products. I think that's the kind of person I would end up connecting with because I just think they're doing something so good. So a lot of times, let me just show you guys. A lot of times, someone like this, they don't have like an about. Let me see. A lot of times, someone like that, I just actually message. I'm like, hey, I really like your stuff. And I just send them a message. I think it's pretty funny. Learn with Maddie. All right. Let's go to your channel. And I got to go. I'm spending way too much time on this, but I think the advice is going to be the same. I don't see any videos. There's no videos, so I don't know. All right, next. I don't think any business is easier than another. And when you're asking about scaling, it's telling me that you haven't started your business. Oh, roast your idea. Hell yeah. What was my first language growing up was English, and then I learned Hebrew, and now I'm learning Spanish. By the way, Wale92, I love this restaurant stuff. I like anything that no one else is talking about. I like anything that the first time I hear it, I'm like, it's stupid. Because everyone else is thinking it's stupid, and that means there's an opportunity potentially. Because everyone else is paying attention to boring businesses or AI. They used to talk about crypto, and they're chasing with everyone else. And if you're going the opposite direction, I really like it. All right, roast your idea, Melissa. I'll go on you next. Combine e-commerce with gambling, where buyers can get a portion of an item's price for a chance to win it instead of paying it full. I like it. I like it. There's been look, every idea is one Google search away from discouraging you. And don't let it happen. So think about how can you test this? How can you post it maybe in the chat? How can you post it in a group you're in? How can you text a few friends you're in? How can you post it maybe on a marketplace and see the interest? Don't get discouraged because what others will do to stop you because they're not happy with their own lives is they'll say, oh, yeah, I saw someone else do that. It's like, yeah, everyone's done everything. Don't worry about it. I saw someone do it in wine where it's like you buy a bottle for a price and they surprise you with which wine you get. Look, it's not a problem of how I like to solve it. But here's what's interesting. When you get going on something like this and you're like, I don't know, it's gambling, which maybe you like. I don't gamble. By doing it, you learn. By doing it, you get confidence. By doing it, you get feedback. And that will get you to the place of success if it's not this. All right, Melissa, what are my thoughts on starting a business? I think blockchain's still super interesting. I've held since 2015. I think it's still, there's a lot of opportunity in this stuff. I still think for how, there's a lot of money being moved around in it, I still think there's actually not a lot of use cases. Like it's kind of still hard to use. Like, let's just even take Bitcoin. It's kind of hard to use. Try to send someone Bitcoin. It's not trivially easy. So that's an opportunity. There's still a lot of people who don't believe in it. There's still a lot of people who don't have it. I think there's a lot there. I think I would go try to study on Twitter what people are talking about. I would try to notice what's missing in your own blockchain experience. Yeah, I think for mine, the biggest thing is I have these, like, I have it hidden, and it's hard to use it. That's still my own problem with it. All right. We're going to go to Learn with Maddie. We're going to go back. I'm going to go back. I promise you I'll go back. Let's go back. All right. So this person's doing videos. And, the thing with videos, it takes time, right? You have to see if people really want it. I think what's interesting is doing the same thing over, not getting results, and then you're like, well, I'm going to just keep doing it. So this is interesting. Most of your videos are getting 30, and then this one got, can you guys see my screen?
Hello folks, do you know the difference between these two words? Most of people got confused. We usually come across these words in school or college, etc.
All right, so here's what I would do. You're only doing shorts. I think I would also test long videos. That's number one. I like that you're sticking with it. So give yourself credit that you're sticking with it. Number one, test more long videos than versus just shorts. I just don't think if you're trying to build a business and an audience, I don't think shorts is the way to do it. Number two, your most popular video was about interesting things like weight versus weight. You did principle versus principle. What about other ones like that? I didn't see a lot of other ones like that. I see a lot of other words of the day, but your most popular video ever is around an interesting confusion. So how are you not doing more confusions? The other thing about business and success is that you have to keep improving. So I see your first video. It looks like your last video, and your audio sounds horrible. So you have to find something people want, which you're already doing it. I'm proud of you. But go to the thing people want and keep improving. Keep improving the thing that's working. So is your audio better? Is your lighting better? Can you get a better camera? Because you did this, got confused, that's your best one, and you haven't done, I don't see you doing another one of those. You're doing word of the day. And again, if you're doing something that no one wants and you just do that forever, don't expect great results. That's not a mean thing. That's just the reality of if you do something no one wants. It's like going to the gym and you don't actually lift anything and you leave and you're like, well, why am I not getting stronger? It's like, well, you didn't do any of the work. Yeah, and it's doing great. Look, you have to find the content people want. I've put out so many videos this year. Like, look at my channel this year. So this is I'll just show you as an example. Every content I've put out this year, not a lot of people are watching. I think the quality of the audience that's watching is higher, but look at it. This is this year. 100,000, 150,000, 200. These are great. I mean, it's a lot of views, and I appreciate all you guys watching it. 40,000, 258, 44. And you compare it, like last year it was like 2 million, 100,000, 2 million, million, 100,000, 100,000, million. So you have to be understanding, and I used to do it, I was doing shorts last year. What works and how do you do more of it? And how do you be clear on what strategy is working for you? So for me, what I noticed is I did these videos that had a lot of millions of views, but I don't think the audience ever knew who I am. And so I'm doing more videos that I'm excited about, like interviewing this guy. And content that I'm excited to share with you about how we're running AppSumo.com or how I'm feeling about life. Like our next video coming out is Cody Sanchez and a Cybertruck. And the video after that is how I made $3 million last year. Cash for myself. After taxes, much less. And some expenses. But that's the stuff where you can't just keep doing the same thing expecting it to work. YouTube pushes it into shorts, but that's also your choice to make shorts or not. I think shorts can be good to get people to know who you are, but I was spending $3,000 a month to do my shorts, and it's like, I don't know if those people are actually, you can test sending them to your full videos and test, yes, sending them to email. I just wasn't seeing it. So I'm pulling back from that. I'm also just trying to pull back from trying. A lot of times, if I'm honest with y'all, I'm just saying to myself, what's the thing I'm going to do for free? And that's a lot of times how you can stick with these things for very long periods of time. And most people will succeed if they just stick with it. And this guy here, Mandy, is doing great by sticking with it. But now you got to keep noticing what people are saying. You got to notice what's working and keep improving each week. Thank you. Yeah, doing these home videos, I'm not going to do anymore for now. Not forever. It's very stressful. It's time consuming. It's not, what was interesting about interviewing the guy yesterday is I would have paid $10,000 to $20,000 just to interview him. And I think that's an interesting question in your own business, in your life. Like, what would you pay to do? What would you do even if no one watched? What would you do even if it was free? And I think that's a great indicator of things to spend time on. No, I have a team. So there's Diego, who's our video editor, Jeremy, who's a consultant, the former channel director, Patty, who's a channel consultant. There's Isaac, who's our videographer, Jay, who does social and email, and then there's Sylvie, who's our chief of staff. If you guys are not, how many people are not on our newsletter? We have a freebie. Go grab the freebie and join the newsletter. I think this is the freebie. No, that's not the freebie. Yeah, go to noahkagan.com. Let me change that. I think you can get the first chapter of the book free. Let me just put it up here. All right, let's go back to your questions. What's the link for the newsletter? noahkagan.com. You can just go to noahkagan.com. You get the first chapter of $1 Million Weekend for free. Who here is not on the newsletter? I'm just kind of fascinated. Yes, we work with Patty Galloway. He does the Philadelphia Eagles, Red Bull, Mr. Beast, Noah Kagan, Ramit Sethi. Learn with Maddie. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of anyone for trying. I think that's underrated. I think it's underrated people who've done it. A lot of people are talking about doing it, and very few actually do the work, and very few stick with the work, and very few improve the work. So, Maddie, you're doing it. Just keep improving a little bit, 1 week at a time. Yeah, my book is free on some sites. I would say if you can't afford it and you just need the free book, get it. I still download movies illegally for free. I go to the library. I get almost a lot of my books in the library. But I will say, as I've gotten older and I've gotten more money, I try to buy the books and buy the products, even with software. Or people will send me like, hey, no, can I send you a free product? I'm like, no, I'll buy it because I want them to succeed. I want to support them. And if someone reads my book and then they get results from it and then they want to buy it for someone else, mazel tov. I will also say, I've noticed that when I pay for something, I take it more seriously. When I've paid for a course, when I've paid for a book, or when I've paid for something, or I'm like, wow, I care more about this than if I just got it for free. Hey, what is up, my man? Good to see you, Michael. Iwa, good to see you. Let me go through your questions. Marcus Ortiz. Good to see you, my dude. Yeah, the work on my channel, I think you guys are going to see a transition in the content I'm doing to, honestly, it just feels more authentic. Like, I can't wait for you guys to see it. Like this income video, I'm sharing my actual calendar. I think that's going to help you guys with your scheduling and prioritizations. This Bill Perkins one, Cody's video coming out probably tomorrow or Monday. I just think it's going to be much, I don't know, I'm just excited for you guys. I'm excited for this next phase of content coming out. Well, you guys are not on the newsletter. You guys are crazy out there. I don't know how you guys are not on the newsletter. Yeah, the thing with I'm doing, I don't know, short, long content. It doesn't matter. It's more I think it's like, what are you trying to do? And like sometimes when you're listening to rich people or people that are already successful give you advice, they're giving it from you from their vantage point, and we kind of forget what it was like to start. We forget what video 1 was like. We forget what customer 1 was like. So I think you always have to kind of take that with a grain of salt and go find out for yourself. As Bill Perkins said, fuck around and find out. Go do more fuckery. I'd like to see more fuckery from y'all. Like, try a video, try a sell, try selling on Etsy, try selling on Amazon, try building software, try using AI and see how you're getting crazy with it. Like I had a bachelor party last weekend, and I actually used AI, ChatGPT, to help me come up with the grocery list of things to buy. It's pretty good. So go, Janine, I know you love swearing. So yeah, go have some fuckery out there. Yeah, I think it's also as our life grows, like we grow. So I'm having my baby coming. I have a wife. I don't want as much attention necessarily. And I don't want to be doing things just to get as many views. I'd rather have things that are quality of views than just the number of views. All right, come up with more of your questions. What other questions you guys got? Fuck around and find out. Do I follow Godsey? No. I don't follow anyone who I don't know what their business is. I have nothing negative about Iman or any of these people. They can do whatever they want. People can be inspired. What's the business? They sell courses? Go to appsumo.com. You can eat at my business. You can eat at my restaurant. And there's a lot of people out there that have this stuff. And at this point, I just don't care anymore. I don't give a fuck. If you like them, mazel tov. I don't have negative or positive. I just don't know what these people are actually selling. When you're claiming numbers, what's your business? As Khabib says, send location. What is the business? Is it a course? Marketing agency? Like, who's your customers? A lot of times it's like you have a mastermind or you have a course and you sell that. That's the thing how you make money. Fine. But just show it. Stop telling it. Rabbi Can't Lose. What is up, y'all? Shabbat Shalom. Would I like free lessons? No, because I already know Hebrew. And guess what? No one speaks Hebrew. And shout out to all my Palestinian listeners. Shout out to my Jewish people. I love all of you. Can we just get some peace? Let's just stop yelling at each other. And I'm doing Spanish classes because my wife is Venezuelan. Anthony Freeman, good to see you, my brother. Yeah, I don't know. These people that are claiming they make all this money, have them show you the accounts live. Have them tell you one customer. Like, there's just all these people out there. And I just now, one day I was high, and I put all of these people that I kind of was annoyed about because, frankly, I feel like I've worked so hard for 20 years that you can see it and you can taste it, and I fucking grinded it, and you could see it. And these people are like, some of these guys out there, they're just hilarious, and girls. And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm worth all this money. And I'm just like, I put all of them on Noah's Ark. I put them on a boat, and I just set sail. And I said, let them go convince people and sell shit. And, Dubai, I think, is sponsoring them, or it's funded. Who knows? I don't give a fuck. I'm just focused on what I can do with my friends, with the audience that wants to be inspired from the path that I've taken, and I'm going to help them. And that's it. Oh, you're Cuban, dude. I've been to Cuba. Yeah, when people are selling courses, who knows? I don't even want to stick on that. I've sold courses. I had a course. I got a book. I don't think there's any there's wrong ways to make money. But I think it's just like if you're trying to look for people for inspiration, you can get inspired in many different ways. Like I got inspired by my therapist getting mad at me last week. I learned from my wife yesterday from going to the OB. And if you watch their content and you find it inspiring and you're making your life better from it, great. No, dude, Karsten Fox, I love you back. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. By the way, it's not about religious. I'm not a religious person, but it just means have a great Friday. You guys worked your ass off this week. My weeks have been getting better and better. I hope your weeks have been getting better and better. And if they're not, make next week better. What sucked about this week so you can change it next week? And guess what? Every week you keep doing that, each week gets better and better. Love you, Karsten, man. Good to see you. I don't have an MBA, so I would not say it's beneficial. How many people know I have a podcast, by the way? That's something actually, people seem to be loving it. I'm just going to put the link out here. Go check it out. We've had a lot of people being like, damn, I didn't know you had a podcast. It's pretty good. I love the podcast. It's getting better and better. Hey, Maria, let's go to your question. How do I go about checking if people want my architecture scholarship coaching? Building a following, there are 2,000 monthly YouTube searches. I'm okay with it not making millions. Why not make millions? So here's a question, Maria. Oh, man, James, I love you guys. Thank you so much, Marcus. Dude, a lot of Spanish people in the house. It's because of the mustache. Once I got the mustache, all my Spanish people came out. Sí. Nos vamos. All right. Instead of worrying about building how many audience or how many YouTube searches, yes, you can build the content. Great. Can you help one person get an architecture scholarship? And I think you've already done it. But then let's just get a second person and then a third person. Then go to the courses. Then go to scaling it. And I think that's what people are doing backwards is they're like, I'm going to build it, do content, launch it, and pray. Please, Allah, please, Jesus, give me one customer. No, make it easy on yourself. God wants you to succeed. I'm not even religious. We all want you to succeed, whatever religion you are. But make it easy by helping people one by one, by one, by one, then automating that shit. One of the things I'm noticing in general from business failures, they're just not focused. They're not focused. They're like, yeah, I'm focused. Okay, well, what did you do this week? I did this and this and this. Okay, well, what's your goal? My goal is to get $1,000 a month. All right, well, what is that? How do you get it? By coaching someone. How many did you coach this week? None. So you're doing great, Maria. I think you're doing awesome. You're already doing content. But I think if you just build a following and hope they give you money magically one day, it may not work out that. So I would recommend doing it manually while making content. I love making content. I'm doing this for free on Fridays. I love it. But do it while you validate the ideas you're working on. And so, again, that's literally what $1 Million Weekend's all about. So instead of just building something and hoping for customers, you build it with your customers with demand. Because guess what? Maybe they don't like scholarships, but they want you to fix their gardens. Maybe they don't like scholarships, but they want to get into school. Maybe they don't like scholarships, they want something else. And by talking to them and helping them, you will get that answer. Almost none of the billionaires we know today, their first idea is the idea. Right? But it's they got started that led to the idea that got them to the billions. And most of these billionaires, which I don't even think you have to be a billionaire. You can live an amazing life as a 100,000-aire or as a millionaire. You don't need that much more than you realize. That's why I talk about the freedom number. But they started it for fun, focusing on helping people from their own problems. Yeah, Metsta, post your video link here in the chat, and I'll do my best to review it. You want to create a group travel agency for creators and their followers. So my challenge to you, or what I wonder is, are you a creator and do you have a bunch of creator friends? So again, when you're starting businesses, make it easy on yourself. I've seen a lot of people. I met someone last week. They're an accountant and they want to help creators. And I was like, I mean, it was 2 weeks ago. I was like, well, are you a creator? No. Do you have a lot of creator friends? No. Does it mean you can do it? No, it doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means it's going to be harder. I've been creating for 10 plus years, since 2000, before you were born. I know a lot of these creators because I've helped them. They helped me. I've been doing it. It's easy for me to start that. You know what's not easy for me? Real estate. That shit sucks. Boring fucking businesses. Those fucking suck. Doesn't mean it sucks for everyone, just for me. Does it mean I can't do it? No. But find things that you can do. So if you're a creator or you know creators, I would go say, hey, Noah, here's how I'd validate it. Noah's a creator. Noah, are you interested in doing this? Yes. Okay, can we send an email or post on social with a Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Lemon Squeezy, whatever link to see if people will buy it? No one buys it? Great. You can ask them why they didn't. And if they did, now you can validate and see that and go on this trip. Mr. Turner, I don't know what your channel is, but you keep asking about it, so let's check it out. What's your channel? All right. I'm going to post my, I don't know where the, is that? All right, back to the questions. I got 14 minutes. I got another meeting at 1. These videos don't, I think we actually take them offline. It's just an hour every last Friday of the month. I come and do this for free. We do announce them on our newsletter, so make sure the link below, noahkagan.com, email newsletter, and then you guys can get access. I'll just post the link in the chat as well, and then you guys won't miss out on stuff like this. So, Florian, that's great. You have a travel agency. I would try to think, okay, how have you been growing the agency so far, and how do you do more of that before you test out something new? This is something in business people get backwards. They want to do the new thing. No, do the thing that works. Whatever working, do more of that and experiment with these things. But what most people do is they want to do the new fun stuff and stop doing the areas of how they're actually growing their core business. The ring is new. I like this idea. Build a community for chefs. Here's the thing. You want to build it. What do the chefs want? That's the disconnect. So it sounds like you're probably a chef. Maybe they want to grow their business. Maybe they want to improve their skills. Maybe they want to find new restaurants. Go and talk to chefs. Get them in a community. Maybe circle.so or whatever it is. Maybe an email list. Maybe a WhatsApp group, whatever. Before you go and spend a bunch of time building something no one wants. AppSumo hasn't really... Hey, what's up, Alex and Andra? We haven't really had a lot of SEO stuff. We actually just hired an SEO, 2 different firms, one on 5taco.com and one on appsumo.com. So we're testing to grow our business through SEO. It's also concerning, though, because it's obvious if you look at AI, there's going to be a reduction in how SEO is going to be shown and traffic that Google's, as a monopoly, is keeping for themselves. So I think it's... be mindful how much you're investing in SEO, which is Google's playground, versus your email list, which is your playground. I think if anything, I would invest in SEO so that you can pull that traffic into your own way of communicating with your customers. Hey, Kevin. I don't know. It sounds like you're not happy with stuff going on with you, but I can answer a lot of questions related to this. I don't know. Is this a cooking show? But I talk about social media. I talk about running businesses. I talk about starting business. That's what I do here. Oh, this is cool. What up, Juan? How did you lose 30,000? I think that's a good lesson probably for you. I've lost a lot. I mean, all the times you're losing money, it's about something you've learned from that mistake. I don't know. What you're learning from this $30,000 lesson? Mick Flash, I got to just call you out. How much money have you made? Because you ask a lot of questions. I'm guessing your revenue is 0. So my challenge for you this weekend is to make $100 helping someone. And stop asking margin. Stop asking niche. Stop asking scale. Start doing. That's it. That's the secret. Thanks, Karsten. Yeah, but we have like alternative pages on AppSumo we haven't done. There's cross-linking we haven't done. There's a lot of new content we can do programmatically. Just buy the book. How many people here have got the book today, $1 Million Weekend? I'll actually mail someone this autograph. Let me see. This one? Yeah, it's not signed. I'm going to mail. Does someone here want this copy that has not gotten it? Dude, my Turner. You're the man, dog. Yeah, these are great. Spam accounts. But, trying to solve these problems, maybe no one will pay for. Like, I was paying $20 a month to reduce spam on YouTube comments. And at some point, I'm like, why am I paying to do YouTube's job? So just something to be mindful of. Will people actually pay for it? Oh, Dieter, you're the man. All right, so I'm going to pick one person. Tweet at me something funny. Tweet at me something cool at Noah Kagan on Twitter. And you have to be on the newsletter. Let me just post my Twitter. And I'll pick one person. I'll send this book. Let me just post my Twitter. You have to be in the newsletter. I'm going to send you this copy. So I'm going to say, this is number, I think, 210. Thanks for coming to office hours. Have fun becoming a millionaire. Dieter, how are the kids? How are you, man? I miss you. I don't know if you can see it. All right. So I'm going to send this book out to someone here. Go to twitter.com at Noah Kagan. Follow me there. Make sure you're on the newsletter, and I'll choose one person in 8 minutes, 7 minutes to get this book. I'll give, actually, this is my literal copy. I definitely have a few at home. And they're fun to send out. The newsletter link, bro, just go to noahkagan.com and join the newsletter. All right. What else is going on? I got another 3 to 5 minutes. Kevin Coughlin, why are you such a hater? What's the money trap I'm selling? My book where I make $1 a copy? Like, that doesn't give me shit for rich, man. Like, I'm already rich. The book is not going to help. I don't know. Money trap? What's the money trap I'm selling besides free time to help people on their business journeys? I think I need to ban you, my man. Good luck. Go follow Iman and some of these other guys that probably have better advice. Banned. Yeah, why the fuck are we wasting our time with... Like, here's the thing, y'all. Focus on the fun. Focus on the winners. A lot of times people are like, how do I reduce my unsubscribes? Get those people off your fucking email list. Focus on the winners. MC War. This is great. MC War, I love what you're doing. Let me see. MC War. So the easiest way to get sponsors is look who's sponsoring other things. That's it. So when I've run conferences and when I'm looking for certain people, maybe to even talk about $1 Million Weekend, I literally just go and say who's talking about other books, or for sponsors, who's sponsoring other events. So you don't need SEO and social to connect with them. You just need to see who's already raising their hand. Now, the second thing with sponsorships, it's all about what is their success metric. And good sponsorship is returning sponsorships, meaning that they get the success, so they want to do it a second time. And so that's the thing that I really try to focus on when I'm doing that stuff. And then how do you get people's attention is that instead of sending them one DM, have multiple DMs. The best things I've ever done to get people to contact me is referrals, number one. Referrals. And then try to do something unique, like send them a pair of shoes. Send them a special wrap that you made for them. Like, there are things about how you can make it unique. To succeed in this world, it's so easy. You just do 1% more than everyone else. To succeed in this world, you just do 1% more than everyone else. Everyone is so lazy. Everyone else is watching. No one is creating. And you just do a little bit more, you win. What should you write on Twitter? Whatever you think will get my attention. And then I'm going to choose one person in just a second. Because I got a meeting at 1. I'm in Central Time. Shubra said I'm bald. That was pretty funny. Mr. Turner. You guys are funny. Alex Bass. Dude, I think that might be the winner. I'll give it another few minutes. Merrick, good to see you, my man. I love seeing you guys. You know, I think at the end of the day, man, I'm reading this book this morning. It's so good. I was I couldn't sleep. The book is called Fortune's Children. It's insanely good. But some of the success is that the person just really did the work. And that's the part none of us, including myself, like to hear, because we want to have a secret. You know, we want a secret of sorts. We want some secret. And the secret is there is a process. I do have mine. There's a lot of other ones out there. And you could follow a process and you stick with it. That's the only difference between you and where you want to be. And where you want to be is not that far away. Melissa, you know me. I talk about this. Yeah, you guys connect with each other in this stuff. If you've grabbed $1 Million Weekend and you leave a review, I'll post a link for reviews. We have a free community. There's no upsells. There's no masterminds. I don't need your money. Don't have any courses for you, but if you've bought the book, noahkagan.com/reviews. If you've gotten the book and leave a review, we have a private community that's detailed in there. No, you don't need any money to start a business. AppSumo was started with $50, which I would even say is too much. Mitsa, I can see you, but I don't have time. I've got 3 minutes. Ron Altman's. Ooh, Ron Altman's. That's tempting. Nice llama. Noah Kagan, ears are pointy. True, I can hear better. I got that like special hearing. Now you're just being weird with the vampire stuff. Oh, Chad, that's a good one. What's Morris? Oh, you guys got some good stuff out today. Rahul, what was your question? I gotta go in 1 minute. And guys, I'll be here. If you're on my newsletter, noahkagan.com. Yes, I do tell you guys the stuff that I'm working on, so you can check it out. My book, obviously, $1 Million Weekend. The newsletter, noahkagan.com. We announce these different office hours at the end of every month. They're free. You can find a technical co-founder on Upwork, Freelancer. I'll just give you my guy. His name's Muhammad. It's literally Muhammad. Here, I'll post it in here. That's the guy, $12 an hour. He helped me build AppSumo. All right, the winner is Alex Bass. Alex Bass, DM me. You have won this month's custom $1 Million Weekend autographed book. Yeah, the book, if you have a business, it's not about starting a new business, but it's about how do you make your current business work better. And so I think that if a lot of people have new businesses, they're like, hey, I read your book, I want to start a new one. It's like, no, the whole point of the book is find something that works and keep doing it. That's the whole point of the book. Jason, good to see you. Alex, DM me your address and I'll get this book out either today or Monday. How do you get in touch with high net worth individuals? You get in touch with them. You ask people, who's your dentist? You ask people, who's your doctor? You ask people, who's your lawyer? You ask people, who's your accountant? And they will know a rich person. And then you ask that person for a referral. It's also just, you know, and a lot of times in this marketing, it's working backwards. Like, who's high net worth? Dieter, good to see you, man. Shabbat shalom. All right, guys. Friday, last Friday every month, I'll be here. If you're on the newsletter, you'll get notified most of the times, or I'll tweet about it or something, or on the YouTube channel. Smile. You're doing all right. You're doing all right. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you out there.